Hey, this is Sully for Antisocial News, and this is the body count report for December the 7th, 2017. It is Pearl Harbor Day. So if you don't know what that's about, go ahead and pull up your Google machine and take a look at Pearl Harbor Day and the attack on Pearl Harbor. We are going to be talking some about the New People's Army in the Philippines and why there are peace talks. The New People's Army is a terrorist organization. It is part of the Communist Party of the Philippines, associated with the National Democratic Front. And this is an organization, these organizations have been referred to as terrorists by previous regimes in the Philippines, as well as by the United States of America. Why is there peace talks going on with this group that has killed over 40,000 people in the Philippines over the past 60 years? Because there is an actual historical basis for the existence of this organization, the CPP, MPA, and NDF. So check the links in the description and check out the slideshare.net presentation that I have included. This is by the Philippine Women's University. It is a wonderful, very informative slideshow. And then there are a couple articles. One is from Manila Times on the Davao Mayor scraps local talks with the Reds. So that's a bad step. And then we have ABS-CBN with resumption of peace talks with communists still possible. So check this out. Check these stories out. Understand the very complex relationship between the Philippines and the communists. Also, I pick on them a lot. As you know, I call them the commie cosplayers, and show the. Actually, this I have to say the picture I use for commie cosplayers is pretty flattering. It's the young MPA soldiers preparing there, but and here's all the logos. That's Communist Party of the Philippines, and then the NPA in the middle, and then the National Democratic Front on the far right of your screen. But yes, this is where I did a search for NPA face paint because there's a lot of face paint pictures, and I thought it was so funny how it was just so funny how these pictures popped up, and mixed in are just regular face paint pictures. But yeah, this picture specifically here is why I call them commie cosplayers, because look at the old school commie uniforms here. And then up for just random face paint pictures, OxyClean for some reason. I'm guessing there's some more Halloween. Oh, yep. I did a search for NPA face paint, and this is what you get. There's it's embarrassing. Okay, but despite occasionally devolving into carnival style face painting, the New People's Army actually does hold a legitimate place in the history of the Philippines, being an integral part of the revolutionary actions in the 80s, which helped draw attention to the Marcos injustices. So that is kind of a strange situation. It's I pick on them because of the terroristic stuff that they're doing, ambushes, kidnappings, stuff like that. But I understand that it's a very complicated situation in the Philippines. and I respect that. So that's why I've done some extra research here, and I encourage you all to follow me in that. This is a follow-up to some of the Boko Haram issues in Nigeria. So check out this story from africanews.com, and then about Buhari replacing the leader of the fight against Boko Haram, after recent killings. And then from Vanguard Nigeria, the People's Democratic Party, who apparently did atrocities against Nigeria, is trying to make a comeback. So we're going to be looking into the People's Democratic Party. Sounds a little similar to the National Democratic Front, doesn't it? We'll see if there's a if there's a political or ideological connection between this group, the People's Democratic Party, and the groups that we just talked about. While researching this, there has been a shooting in New Mexico. So it's a shocking turn of events here. 2 students were killed during a shooting in New Mexico. Link is in the description below to USA Today's reporting on the subject. Please check that out. And finally, I'm going to have a follow-up to tensions in the Middle East with HEZBOLLAH. HEZBOLLAH urges new Palestinian uprising, escalation of resistance. So check this out. See what's going on over there. Ynet News reporting. Look at this fakak the Michigas, huh? Jumping around, lighting stuff on fire, and then you got your Tubbo Beardo Santa up there telling these guys to run around and act crazy, huh? When's the last time he ran around and acted crazy, huh? Makes me look thin. All right, that's it. Picking on NASRALLAH a little bit, you know. It's okay. It's okay. We gotta keep it light. You gotta keep it light somehow. You gotta keep your sanity in this crazy world. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do an extra video, a bonus video, if you will, every Monday through Friday on the Patreon. So that's patreon.com/antisocialnews, all one word, no dash. And link will be in the description as well. Check that out. Also, I have a Twitch, so that's where I'm going to be doing live streaming, show preps and stuff like that. So that should start full force next week. And with that, I'm going to go and end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, and like, comment, subscribe, especially if I've introduced you to a story that you did not know about or enlightened you to something in the world you were not aware of. I think I deserve a like or a comment or a subscribe, if not all the above. Thank you so much. Cheers.